Hello, you guys. So this is an improv two. We just got a call about a deal, and it's a lead. And I'm going to show you guys. I am really showing you the software and tools that I'm using to close these deals. Nothing different. And if it's closed through correctly, it's definitely gonna handle you a deal. So we are also in here with my team. They also is learning as well. They also got their own individual businesses, and they are going to be closing deals with us. So it's always collaboration over competition, you guys. Always remember that. It's why it's good to build a power team. Okay, let's go here. See, I don't see where it's telling me to share. So what I'm gonna do is just go here. And what I do here in this window here. I'm making it bigger. Pull this out of the way. So the address is actually in Kinston, North Carolina, which is Lenoir County. It's one of the rural areas that's actually located in North Carolina. It's a good investment territory where most people can usually afford to pay cash for these properties. It's literally a gold mine. So it's all about thinking about out of the box. In most cases, a lot of times, some people literally feels the need to think that and the reality of it is they're looking for these first time home buyers houses that cost thousands of dollars. And just like what we're dealing with now with the economy, anytime somebody's job, they can lose it. And you can get a house that's paid for in cash. This name is actually look familiar, Christopher Evans. I think I talked to him before in Laverne Evans. Let's see here. So let me get my assistant on the phone because I need to know. So for one, it shows me that they pay cash, right? And then it also shows me if they pay cash, it's possibility of what, you guys? If they pay cash for a house, what does it tell you? Exactly. So initially, they might initially either pay cash because it was a reasonable price, but number two, as you can see, it's husband and wife. 9 to 10 is probably was a second property for them, where it could have been just creating a stream of income. The next important thing that I'm going to look at is I'm going to be paying attention to when this was bought. This was bought in 2019. So this is also letting me know that's what you just said. Most of the time, if it's less than 2 years old, you don't even want to even touch it because they're not going to be that much really motivated to sell and get it at the price that you want it for, which is weird. They must do some type of refinance. It shows the sale price at 90K, which is weird because it's showing the value of this is literally like 40. And then my assistant said that they wanting 30,000 for it. So this is really weird. I don't know, maybe if the software is showing something different or what. However, as you can see, it's giving you the information. It's showing that they paid 90K in cash on 12/11/2019 link. Residential transaction. 9 out of 10 they had it. Just this is like a really every finance got to be. Let me see who they got it from first. See, it says company, corporation, buyer number two. If you go to the tax information, as you can see, it's only value in those area. The tax value is kind of usually around the amount of the value, if not less. Because sometimes the county going to charge you more because they want taxes paid, and that's what they do. So they bought it from another person that sells Link Williams. So this and it's a warranty deed. So this really is weird. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, I need additional information. This is not a call that I did. I'm gonna show you how you communicate with your VA. And we're gonna see if we can get this deal closed. And she said property been vacant for 2 to 3 years. but it's showing they bought it less than a year, so it got to be refinanced. Y'all see you see what I'm saying? Then it says reason for selling, the owner is not using the properties, repairs, he did the inside renovation 5 years ago. So either it might be an in-house thing, where they might just transfer, you know, sometimes you can transfer it from one family member to the next. And they just basically showing that they paid that amount for whatever reason. Maybe they needed some type of source of income or something, but something is not really adding up or making sense. Why are we showing 90? Or maybe it's not showing the correct information. And some guys, and this is actually a good example, because maybe something changed. We can go as further than pulling the register of deeds office when it's electronically. It's telling you why she's not answering. I know you're on the phone. He was on a break. At 30 minutes. Okay, wait a minute. She might be on a break. I'm gonna go 5 minutes. Okay, so really quickly, you guys. So when you look at these properties, first thing first, if they like 2 years or less, 9 out of 10 is not enough equity. You kind of want that motivation where they're gonna be willing to sell. Okay. Another thing is how you kind of find that out is even when you go to like Zillow, even if you ain't dealing with no software like this, you can literally type in this information. Not just Zillow, but you know, they got like, you know, RED, FIN, what is a Refi? They got that. It is. Okay, let's do it. So you guys, if you don't have software, you can still research this information. I'm gonna show you how you'll find it. This has got to be by Queen Street in Kingston. See, you see that here it shows sale price 2007. They sold it for 64,000. And you can see that it's depreciation. You see, when it went from 63 for tax value to 44. Y'all see how that? This house here, another thing, you guys, you see where it says similar recent sold? It's good to look at these because in reality, it is, if it's a LLC or a business, what it can be for you.
Buyer.
Exactly. So you get a buyer. So you can easily get this house on contract. You see how much they paid for it it says 25. So you know about what somebody was willing to pay for houses in the area. Does that make sense? So I can easily find out who purchased this. Write this address down. And it's 310 Francis Place. Take out the whole sheet so you'll have it. It's on here. Actually, no. Just use one of the shit papers. Turn this out. No. So the address, you guys, that's also a lead is 310 Francis Place, Canton, NC 28501. Y'all following me how I'm doing it so far? Are y'all following me so far how I'm doing this?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can easily, and this was recent sold, so we know that they actively buying. Y'all see that another clue? So we can, let's look at this and also on two-part screen. We can go to comparable, you guys, in the system. This one, 9 out of 10 still pull the deal. This is how you run comps. This house here is 1401 square feet, so we want to kind of stay in that ball range. So I'm going to kind of try to minimize it. So I won't have a lot of listings, and it's not a lot anyway, so I'm going to keep it as that. So they even got the MLS listed in here. And this is the address I just showed you guys. See, this would have been one of the address comps would have been pulled. You see how you can still get you guys, even with public information, you can really do this and close deals. So what it's going to do, what I'm going to do is click here and click on details, and I'm going to see is if it was purchased like by a business entity. And it wasn't. So they might purchase it as a personal property, or they could just be buying a second property in their own name. Some people just don't do business entities, but there's just still a good resources. They use cash on how you still can locate a cash buyer. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And then too, when you come into here, you also looking for purchase price is going to just show cash, and that's how you also can just pitch the people the deal, and they're your cash buyers. You skip church them and sell it to them. So let's be curious. This one here sold for 40,000. Let's look at what the properties look like in this area.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Pictures.
Yeah, when it's in the MLS, it does. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna show you what the house look like. It's definitely an older home. Very dark picture, so that is definitely older home. You know, most of them older homes look very dark on the inside. Like if it's smoke dust from a heater or something. Don't look bad in the inside. After the age, just the age of the household bill, 32. They got a little modifications in there. But the windows need to be updated. Definitely need some channel love and care, but definitely still can be what you consider a move-in ready. You see? So we will want on the inside of this carpet is outdated, of course. We got wallpaper. So we'll have to compare with what it looks like on the inside of the property that God wants to offer in, which supposedly, based upon our notes, it is showing that he did some modification within the last couple of years. So let's go to the other house. This is on the MLS. This is see what this look like on the inside. But pay for on the same time. This was 1960. We'll have to go back and double check. If I'm not mistaken, I think I seen 23. Mm-hmm. That's why I get my rental properties from. This bathroom ain't gonna go nowhere. You not hear me? Sturdy, it ain't going nowhere. Older homes is always better. But these newer homes, and that's why I bought even this one. This one built in 1994. This is one of those houses that was way beyond its years. Because now when you go into houses, they build these crime moments. But you know, for years you didn't find crime moments and nothing like that. So this is one of the houses that you went into in 94, you would have been like, wow. You know, but now it's kind of so, you know, like, yeah, I think this would have been, I think the other past, like, old wooden cabinet. You know, things change. Yeah. They got same pictures stuff. Well. So let me go out of here and let me get back to the address. Literally doing true research, you guys. So we're gonna, so this one here, sold for 40,000. This one right here, 105 Summit, and this one here sold for 44,000. This one sold for 61. So let's see what this one sold here. That's what we just looked at. I'm sorry, you guys. For 40,000. What's your phone going break? Hey, here comes this system. Hello.
I'm sorry, I went to the ladies' room.
Okay. How much is? Got the house in front of me now. I'm actually in Improv stream. How much is? We looked at this one. That's the other one we looked at, you guys. That was recent. So, how much is he? I'll write it down. How much is he wanting to sell the house for?
He said the lowest that he has an offer at the moment of 38,000, and he haven't accepted it yet.
Okay.
So he wants to ask if we're going to offer him 39,000.
Okay.
His original asking price is 45,000.
Okay. And this is 310 Francis Street, correct?
Yes, please.
All right. And you said that he did a new roof and give me 1 second. I need to see some pictures. So you saying that it's been vacant for 2 to 3 years. Reason for selling, owners not using the property repairs. He did the inside renovation 5 years ago.
Yes, please.
So even though he did the inside 5 years ago, did you get more information? You know, you got to probably get more information. As in, you probably should have said, like, how old is the kitchen? Is there any repairs needed?
Yeah, so he said he redid the kitchen, the bathroom, painted the whole inside, changed the AC, fixed the roof, and then the bedroom, he just fixed and painted the bedroom. That's it.
Okay. So let me see, 309. Let me go here. Get back to it. What I'm finding is, in prop screen, it's showing that he recent purchased a house 90K, but that doesn't add up. But you said that he want to offer a 38.
Yes, he has an offer of 38,000.
It's really not a bad price, honestly. What I want you to do is, because there are some houses that's in the area that have sold for 40K, but it's, of course, that's with the realtor. So that means the seller best will receive ultimately about $30,000 to $33,000. There's one that sold for 61,000, and then of course there's one it's showing the amount original public records. Looks like he only paid. Why is it showing 25,000 here? That's weird. It's showing 310 for 25,000. That's weird. Prop screen might need some type of. This is the one we looked at, right, you guys? And they paid 64 for this.
agree on one thing too.
I say, we all know that sometimes they say that they got an offer and they really don't got an offer. Because I'm sorry.
He called me back twice to keep on, and he keeps on saying that.
Yes. So what you can do is let him know that we are willing to put in an offer. And what you can do is let him know that this is a true cash offer. Ask him if he's willing to own or finance the property. If he's not, ask him if he's willing to own or finance the property. We're willing to give him $15,000 cash with a total monthly payment of $300 that will give him a total up to $25,000, or you can pretty much just give him a cash offer that he'll be willing to walk away with the deal for $23,000.
How much, Shane? I'm sorry.
23,000.
That's the
Yeah.
cash offer.
Yes, 23 is a cash offer, or he can take $15,000 cash and take a monthly payment of $300 up to the amount that we will pay him up to $25,000.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, and then just follow back up with us, okay?
Okay.
No problem.
And then.
Bye.
Thank you for your time.
So let me get back over here. Let me turn that screen here right
Can I ask
now.
you a question though?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just stop share. Okay, what's your question?
Why did you, like, what made you count up like that? You know what I'm saying?
Sure. So what I'm doing is, as y'all seen, that there's a house that sold for 20,000. There's one that sold for 23. There's some that sold for 46, and there's some that sold 164. So you also seen that they also on the MLS, which means that they swear rules, which means that they not cash. So your ultimate goal is, of course, we deal with cash buyers only. We need a house to sell quick.
Yeah.
So what's selling cash is in the 20 range.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and he wanted 38.
Yeah. So my guess is if you got 38 and you're not going to be willing to chance somebody walking away with 38 for just $1,000 more.
Yeah.
So in most cases, what they do is, and it's just a tactic, they're trying to get you motivated to act like it's a high demand for the house.
Yeah, that's what I noticed when I was calling
Mhm.
something. Like, he won't make it sense. I got an offer for this. Okay,
Mhm.
just let me know either way.
Yeah.
Then they'll call back or email back and be like, well, they didn't go through. So.
Yes, they were trying to think you're gonna do it. Yeah. So what you want to do is you always want to stick to your numbers. If the numbers doesn't make sense, it's not a deal.
Okay.
And that's another reason why I don't teach a lot about calling for sale by owner.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times a lot of people be so excited, oh, I got a house on the contract, I got a house on the contract. Guess what? They wanted to sell the house anyway.
Yeah.
So the thing is, do the numbers make sense? And then they wind up not getting a buyer. Reason being is because they didn't ask the appropriate question for sale by owner. Like, how do you come up with these numbers? Reality is, if we sell our house ourselves, we're gonna put more sentimental value than what it needs to have in there, and it's not gonna be what the house gonna really sell for. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. What happens when you don't get a buyer? If you got a house with a contract and you can't get a buyer?
That's why you gotta have extra strategy in place. So extra strategy is where you basically cancel the contract and you're not obligated to it. And you basically say, that's why you have the contingency of the contract saying, offers accepted based upon partner approval, or offer accepted based upon inspection, or offers accepted based upon being able to clear the title search. All you gotta do is just number the title search. Follow me? So there are other different strategies that can go into the place where you just be creative. You see how I gave her 2 offers? The better way that I could have did was did a monthly payments up until it's 30,000. What you want to do is always give them 2 offers. One offer going to always look better and seem more reasonable, and then making the cash offer seem better. Does that make sense? So 9 out of 10, if he already thinking 38, he's thinking 30, right? So I probably should have monthly payments up to 30, which would have made sense. What's going to happen is we're going to negotiate negotiate down, he's gonna decline the offer, but then while they're calling us back and gonna try to counter offer us at 30. Watch what I tell you. That makes sense? So you can easily still find a cash buyer. This will be a deal that it's not gonna be a lot of room to make money with, but it's still, if it's clean, it's good. $4,000 is better than none, right? You know, so you'll advertise it for at least about 6,000, but you'll probably wind up still closing out the deal about 4,000. You know, you want to also make your end buyer feel like same way how we were negotiating with out the seller is the same way we the seller. They want to negotiate with us. So you got to leave room to where people won't feel like they're getting a deal. People love good deals. Don't y'all love good deals? That's how we buy. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. A lot of times they're gonna say, well, even the guy that we just went to earlier, they said they had an offer for 175. When I ran the numbers, did 175 make sense? Then the next day he goes, oh, the guy didn't ever show up. That's because they really wasn't a guy, or they did have somebody that did tell them they were going to make an offer. I really do believe they had somebody going to make an offer. However, they didn't have the amount. They just want to need to come with the highest and best offer. So when they do talk to somebody, they can be like, well, I already got this offer on the table. But even looking at the numbers, the house was already on the selling for 170, and then y'all got about $30,000 worth of work that needs to be done to it. So why is I'm going to make any money at? So that's when you come in a place where there's substitutes coming in, where you just take over the existing mortgage, cash them up, and then they walk away. You just put some cash in the pocket. They would want $30,000 to $40,000. So y'all, if it is giving them $30,000 to $40,000, they're already behind, as you heard of before earlier, $7,000. So that means ultimately I'm paying like 47 or 37, and that's not even counting the rehab. Rehab 30, that's like $6,000 something in. So if I would refinance, would that make sense? No, it wouldn't. So that's why I was like, told them, like, you know, I can be willing to try. The best thing for you guys to do is just keep the house. And he's like, well, I'm almost about there. Well, with what money? Because when you're behind, they don't let you, as you heard the lady on the phone, you got to pay all of it up. They're not going to let you make payments. You can't make like this month payment. It's still going to proceed to be in arrears and go towards whatever factor it is once it gets to that pre-foreclosure stage. But right now, they're really not in the pre-foreclosure stage, but it's just in the red zone. That makes sense? So I'm gonna.
Another question though, the house that the man was just talking about in the beginning, man. The person that's more likely to want to buy that is going to be like a person that's trying to be a landlord or like the first time to buy.
Both.
Yeah, that's what
Reason being is because you want to think about, you got to know what type of area you in. Yeah. So okay. So we're like in Charlotte area, Raleigh area, it wouldn't be the case. You're either probably going to deal with a buy and hold buyer or first time buyer, right? In these cases, these houses are cheap because they're older, so most of the times it can go either way. So you gotta think people expectations is different. They don't have a lot of 2020 houses down there. Mostly all of those communities down there is established. You follow me? So in most cases, they do stuff old school. They got money inside their safe. So people don't, husband and wife don't say the income tax check over time. About 7 to 10 years now, they can cash out $30,000 to $40,000 or somebody just want to do a little bit more better and they want to just buy them a second property. It's absolutely, but it is not now though. The next question would be, it definitely wouldn't be a fix and a flip. Yeah, so it wouldn't be a fix and a flip, not for this property. For one that doesn't even have no major work at where you would negotiate to be fix and a flip. But fix and flip, you need to be about at $15,000. Does that make sense? So, because they'll have to go over there, update, although y'all know that we would consider ready to update is not updated, but it's move-in ready. So that's more like a rental type, where some people still will be willing for them to call it their starter home. That makes sense? All right, so I'm about to start this recording, and I'm going to use the bathroom.